Oh, you talk crazy.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
That's good,
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Those defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry fighting through. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, it's Henry.
Oh, yeah. To the crib, big fella. To the crib, big fella.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
We about to turn up on wild. Ain't about to be nothing to see here.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
I'm playing him right now. I just read a long touchdown with Derrick Henry.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Yeah, that's what happens. You got to get an offense. He's in the game, but can't stay in the game on the offense.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Packers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Love.
That shit has been open.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Jacobs.
Yes.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Throwing. Love. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Oh, my God. He broke 2 tackles for a fucking touchdown. Oh, my God. Matthew goes down. Man, I might have taken a number.
And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of
I'm
their
going.
own.
How much is tackling? Oh, no.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
I gotta be quick.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
Yeah. Let me break my 2 tackles.
Be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. (7-7) our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Henry up the middle.
Oh, took the wrong hole.
48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh.
We'll talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
Come on.
They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit.
Oh, my God.
And the Packers pick it up. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. They'll complete this one to Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now it's Jackson.
Pass interference.
Fast continues. Here's another interception. Picked up
Oh,
Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to
pass
the
interference. They bumped the shit out of my nigga.
So consecutive interceptions.
Oh my God.
In this one, and maybe setting the tone
What am I
for a game where the
doing?
defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds
Oh my God, yo, that's what I'm talking about. Every time I hit his stick, he fucking bouncing off that shit. Hey,
has a 1st and 10
Hey,
now
what
down
the
inside
fuck?
the 20. Now Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Let's go now.
Love now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Look at that shit. He fighting off my fucking brain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Okay, ready? Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Unlock Ryan. Unlock Ryan.
Here's Jacobs.
Holding. They just grab this shit out of my fucking D tackle.
Just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton.
Come on, this is the one block.
The Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get it next time out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Give them 10 minute time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Swizzle.
Yo, yo.
Now Jackson winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh,
look at Debo. Fuck you talking about, man? Put some respect on his fucking name. Fuck you talking about, man?
The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy,
you talking about, Ant?
Is just so
better than Ted.
They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point,
Man,
and
talking
that
about
makes the score
Debo
14-7.
Debo that. Look at Debo.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, good shit. Good shit. I said it. That's what you do. He bombed right back on my ass.
70 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I feel one. That's what we're crazy.
Now it's Jackson.
I feel him.
Look at the big fella go. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark
You seen Debo?
72 yards. And the Ravens have broken
Yeah,
the
let's go back to my second touchdown, man.
When
right
they
before
drew
that.
it up, I don't think they
Look
envisioned
what
it
Debo
ending in a
did.
house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really
Yeah,
impressive.
look what Debo did. Talking about better than that.
Really special by him.
He could do that too.
In today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Debo?
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come
Right before halftime, bro. Like 6 seconds. That wasn't no 18-yard pass. What? Man, that's still like a 70, 80-yard pass. Debo.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway.
What? He lost that nigga.
Quarter went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
Stop testing me, Rob. You got one, but you ain't getting another.
And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw now, here's Love. Now this throw deep for Kraft.
What I tell you?
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Fuck I tell you.
Get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Waiting for that bullshit.
Last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh my God, look at this shit. Yo, my God. Oh.
That's all. Asante Samuel able to make the
Bro,
play
they
offensively.
just fucking
Now
bully.
it's 2nd and 10.
They just bully.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, middle. We changing.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
You fucked up, Rob. You try to get in the shootout with him. Play some defense. Or playing football. You trying to throw it all deep. You got one bomb.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Another one? Like, what's up with him?
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchdown. Here, brother. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Oh, no. Top 10 in turnover defense for a reason, brother. I know we low in passing.
Set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now this thrown deep for Kraft.
What?
Oh, my goodness. Here's a
my linebackers play defense too, nigga. They can cover it.
Simpson. And the Ravens are in great
He's a 91 speed, the kid. Little linebacker.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to
cover
me
zero. You thought you had
used
one.
to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Oh, my God, look at Young Bull. What the tell you?
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This route was I had to go get that shit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row,
he run a shitty route too.
I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
How about that one?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, This is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
No, we change it.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left.
Oh my God! Ain't no who is that on the line? He said, "Crack you."
Walker came through to make the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
No, Mar, you bitch.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Love looking to throw it.
Oh, he threw it to the wrong person. That should have been a pick 6. Oh my God.
His 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, it's Love.
Pick it!
His throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again.
Shit.
This is caught inside the 15.
Shit. What the fuck?
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there.
Fuck.
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. York now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Jackson to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, they're like a motherfucker.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Here we go, set.
Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
60 Maverick.
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.